What's going on YouTube? Marcus Crockett back with another video. In this video, real quick, I'm going to talk about the value of something versus the price of something. And the reason why I'm even bringing this up because I just had I had a coaching call where this question came up, and I figured I'd make a video about it because other people may be having the same issue, the same problem, the same issue tying these two together and making things make sense within the company. So I'm going to go ahead and hop right into that and just rock with me. I'm going to use a couple of examples and then I'm going to tie everything together at the end so that it all makes sense and that it's applicable to commercial cleaning. So give me 1 second. Okay, so we're looking at the value of something versus the price of something. When it comes to looking at the value versus the price, like a couple of ways that I wanted to break it down is in ways that most people will be able to relate to right away, right? So first, let's look at like sporting cards. I don't even know if people still collect those or still have them, but when I was a kid growing up, like sporting cards was a real big thing. So years ago, I was probably in my early teens, maybe a little bit younger, but my brother had come across two. He had two Shaquille O'Neal rookie cards and two Kobe Bryant rookie cards, and he was going to keep one and he was going to give me one. Right now, at the time, yeah, the cards were cheap, but I didn't really see the value in it. I told him I didn't want the card. And in all honesty, like I probably would have lost it or something. I'm not real good with keeping stuff like that. My brother, he's a collector. He likes collecting all types of stuff. I would have lost it or did something with it. But at the end of the day, like I didn't see the value in it. Now those cards are worth crazy amount of money. But there was just one of those things where it was like, I'll get one another time where you just can't just come across those cards like that. There's a lot of value in it, but me as a kid at that time, I didn't really see the value, right? So another thing would be like event tickets, whether it's comedy shows, concerts, sporting events. How do you want your experience to be? Do you want to be upfront and pay more money because you think that you're going to get more value? Maybe you're serviced a little bit better upfront. Maybe you don't care about being upfront. Like I'm one of the people where I don't necessarily have to be upfront. I don't really care about it as long as I'm there and I can see what's going on. I could get to experience everything. I don't have to be upfront. I'm perfectly fine with being in the middle. I'll even go, in the nosebleeds if that's what the case is. But the for me, the price of sitting up front isn't worth the value. That's just me and my own opinion, right? Another thing is like plane tickets. Now, here's where I'm completely opposite from event tickets to plane tickets. I will always spend a premium price on a plane ticket, especially if I have like business to take care of, or even if I'm just going like on a decent vacation, I'm always going to pay a higher price because whenever I get to where I'm going, I want to make sure that I'm rested. And for me, like I like to stretch out. You know what I mean? I'm 6'2". Coach seats they're not as comfortable as sitting in higher class seats. So I'm always going to pay, a higher amount because I perceive the value of bigger seats with more leg room. It's just way more convenient for me. So that's really not even nothing to think about. Like I'll always will pay extra so that I'm able to have that extra space, right? And then the list goes on and on and on. You can look at any and everything and look at the price versus the value, whether it's big screen TVs, faster internet, whatever it is, right? There's always this balance between the value of something versus the price of something. Now, I'm not gonna make this video long. So how I really want to tie all this into commercial cleaning, right? So, and this is something that's going on right now in my company in real time, right? So there's a staff versus the versus client, right? So I made this quick little diagram right here. This square represents my staff. These triangles represent all of the accounts that my staff is servicing for us and is doing a great job in. Like we don't have any complaints from any of the accounts that this person services. And it's not like this person's new. They've been with us for a couple of years. They know what to expect. They love the way that I manage the company because it's like, hey, here's your list of duties. This is what needs to get done. Call me if there's a problem. I'm not standing over them, but they've given me enough confidence in them where I don't have to do those things, right? So a lot of the times when little things will come up or there's a problem here, there's a problem there, like they'll shall always get the benefit of the doubt, right? So these are all of the and there's more. I don't know if 6 is the right number. It's probably more that that they service or whatever. But really quick, so I just want to paint this picture that there's this staff who's very, very valuable to me because not only is she's easy to work with, but she's flexible. Anything I need, she's always there, and we don't get any complaints from the accounts that did. I mean, every now and then there may be something that comes up like, hey, you guys missed the garbage, or we can't find the trash here. There's always something, little things. But in terms of her overall work and what it is that she does, she's totally valuable. And I pay her, I compensate her well because she brings so much value, right? So this red circle is a new client that I just got, not even a month old. I probably had this client for maybe like 2 weeks. And one of the things that I always will do is whenever I get a new client, we do an initial clean. I automatically have it set up to where I'm going to send you out an email so that you get it the next business day, asking like how is service, did we miss anything, just to make sure like we tighten everything up before we move forward, right? And the client reaches back and says, no, this wasn't done, this wasn't done, this wasn't done, this wasn't done, right? So one of two things, like because I have experience, it's like, okay, it's a new account, possibly my staff, it's a new layout for us. So maybe she missed something, maybe she couldn't find something. Maybe it's not uncommon to have feedback that you can work on after the first clean, right? So I'll take that, let my staff know, we'll make the corrections, right? And then the next week there was something along the lines of, the toilet wasn't cleaned, some other stuff. And it's like, okay, well that's not common. That's not common for her to miss toilets or not mop floors correctly. She knows what we come to expect, and there's these other accounts here that they're servicing that we're not getting the complaints from, right? So I said, okay, no worries. What I'm going to do is because I was busy, I could not go way back up there. So I said, my operations manager, hey, go up there, do another walkthrough, check in with the staff, let's see what's going on. And I made sure that we did it the day after the clean, right? So everything should still be fresh. So the feedback that I got from the operations manager was basically they're kind of nitpicking at things, and it doesn't align. The things that they're asking for, I didn't see, and it doesn't align with the character of the person who's doing the account, right? And that I already knew. So here's the thing. And again, I don't want this video to go too long, but here's the thing. I look at the value of what my staff is doing, and now I'm looking at the price of what this person is paying. And the price that they're paying is not equal to the value that my staff brings. So if one of these have to go, I'm going to choose to let this client go. So today is the start of a new business week. If I get negative feedback this week, I'll take it, we'll learn from it, but also they're starting on the 1st of next month, they'll get our notice that we're going to separate ties and in service, right? So I'll definitely give my notice because I can't stress my staff out about losing an account. And now that affects everything else. She's nervous. She's going to bed. She may start looking for, another job somewhere else. I don't want to put that kind of stress on her, especially when this account is new and they're not even paying a quarter of the value that this person brings, right? So it's a balance. It's a balancing act. I gave you the examples before of the sporting cars, the plane seat tickets, event tickets, because everyone's value and everyone's price is always going to be a little bit different. And what I'm saying, what works for me at my point, at the stage that I'm in within my company, it may not work for you where you are in your company right now. So you kind of got to balance the two, right? But I'll always choose this option I'll always choose it moving forward. I would not have necessarily always have chosen it in the past, only because I didn't have the experience and with me and my personality, like this method works better, right? I'm always gonna I'm always gonna choose value over price, right? And being that this person has been with us for so long, they do so many great things for us. The value of her is greater than the price from this from this account, right? So with that said, guys, I'm about to go ahead and hop off. Hopefully that made sense. Hopefully you'll be able to take some of that information and apply it to your business. But guys, like I say, I'm always dropping jewels, but the only way to pick them up is you got to be in position. You do that by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Once again, my name is Marcus Crockett. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.